Let's do it. All right. Like I said, Massachusetts is in the perfect position to help respond to these global problems, and we have to anyways. You know what I mean? With our infrastructures for renewable energy, for water, for internet. You know what I mean? We need to get on board. So, how do we apply all this in Massachusetts? One of the biggest issues I mentioned was population growth. And in Massachusetts, we're going to get about an extra million people. We have 7 million people right now, about that. And over the next 30 years, we're going to get an extra million people. And that's a big problem. Not a problem, it's good actually. It helps grow our economy. But there's a global trend of globally of more people going to cities. About 150 million people go to cities every year to work because there's more economic opportunity. Good cities like Boston are going to attract more people at a faster rate. All right, so in Massachusetts, we have to expect a lot of population growth, and so we have to prepare. All right. What do we have? And just in Massachusetts, in Boston in particular, in the areas surrounding, our biggest issues are like congestion, traffic, just pain in the ass stuff like that, because it leads to increased costs, waste our time, and we don't just feel it; businesses feel it too. So in a few years, if we don't respond to that, the problems are just going to get worse, and businesses who don't have a hometown relationship can just up and leave. It's cheaper to do business somewhere else. So in Massachusetts, we have to remain competitive. That's the goal. All right, so what I want to do here in our state, I think it's exciting and awesome. I think about all the grand infrastructure projects that have ever been done in the world, and fucking let's do it. Let's compete, man. All right, here we go. All right. What I want to do is spread the growth of our state and balance it. You know what I mean? Because we have, if I put up a map, I can do it later right here, of the congestion. You're going to see a lot of the direction goes towards Boston. All right, just natural. We all know that. But like I said, it causes problems. And in central Mass, so what I want to do is in central Mass somewhere, 25 miles out, you guys don't even know what the heck is out there. I imagine this to a Quincy audience in around there because we don't know what's out west. But there are people and all that stuff. Not that much. Lots of beautiful areas available cheap. So in that area of central Mass, we need to lay the foundational infrastructure for a secondary city. All right, hold on with me. Just deal with it. And in there, we're going to build sustainable, modern, sustainable civil infrastructure systems like roads, street wires, street lights, traffic pipes. I'm just reading off this, sorry. But you know what I mean, infrastructure systems out there to be able to handle a much larger capacity. All right, and we're going to use that to build an innovation hub. I'm going to go over that a little bit later, but it's pretty much expanding the economic boon of Boston and Cambridge out into this area. All right, then around this hub out in central Mass, we need to build spokes of efficient transit. And those spokes of efficient transit are going to go out to suburban areas. All right, we'll go over all of this a little bit more. But we're going to have a hub in central Mass, around it, transit systems for efficiency, and then we're also going to have suburban housing. Good suburban housing, you know what I mean? And then we're going to connect the center of that hub all the way to Boston with a high-speed rail. Boom, boom, boom. All right? So what that's going to do over the next few years is draw traffic and congestion away from Boston and towards central Massachusetts and spread the growth of our state sustainably because we have an extra million people coming. That's like building a second Boston. So what should we do? Build a second Boston, because our other option, building on top of each other with condos, apartments, high-priced apartments, keep adding to our traffic, more people on the roads. All we're doing is just creating a pollution, wasting time, and raising costs, all right? And we can't keep doing that. We have no infrastructure plan for the next 30 years, right? Am I crazy for thinking that we need to do something about that? Otherwise, we're going to build up to those big mega cities. And what are we going to do? Have 2 million people in Boston? Yeah, sounds good. But have you seen the biggest areas affected by this stuff? Highly congested, dense populated areas like New York and Wuhan, where they have millions of people. Do we want to set ourselves up for that trajectory with increased prices that push away business and we have nothing? We don't produce anything. Our resources don't stay in this state. Our resources are intellectual and finance sector industries, and they can leave anytime they want. So we need to make Massachusetts an embracive place where we can welcome growth with low costs, right? Let's do it. So I suggest doing it by building the secondary economic center, building the suburban capacity around it, and then have efficient transit. That's going to reduce traffic, reduce congestion, and it's going to prepare us for the future. Takes a lot of investment from everybody. We have to get so many people on board on this, but it's the direction that we need to go, right? All right. Yeah, because what's our other alternative? Building on top of each other? No thanks. What is it? So that's going to grow our economy, increase our suburban capacity, going to lower CO2 emissions per capita. Gives us the opportunity to install renewable energy systems, clean water systems, and at the same time, like I said, I'm going to go into this, but the central end of that is going to be what's known as innovation hub. And from an innovation hub, you get to make amazing scientific breakthroughs that are going to lead humanity into the future. There's no better way of saying it. It's just exciting. And we already have one in Boston, and if we can allow it to grow, it'll be much better. Because our other opportunity is not preparing for this growth, and those industries are going to leave. And then we're going to be left with nothing. So let's turn a negative into a double positive. Let's swing it. Let's do it. What is it? And it gives us the opportunity when we spread our state like that and reduce that congestion, it's going to make our state just a great place to live. We're going to eliminate the problems of like congestion and traffic. We're going to be a leading state. We're going to be, people all around the world are going to look and be like, dude, Massachusetts, awesome. Let's do that. So let's do it. Think big, get serious. And now